Hey, it's Amy Green with Amy and Art Designs, and I am live. We're up at the lake. Joe took the boys fishing, and so I'm taking this opportunity to spend a little time crafting with y'all, and I'm so excited to be here with you. I feel like summer came, and lives on a regular basis in the summer are hard, and then this is our only weekend we have off from sports. Anyway, so I wanted to go live Thursday. It didn't happen. So I'm live now. But today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite signs ever. It's a reverse canvas. We're going to make it with some of the stuff out of the Joyful Crafting Club box. But you can make this with any printable that you have, okay? So come in, say hi, let me know you're here. Let me know where you're watching from. And tell me how your weekend's been. I'm just going to make sure that we are live up where we need to be. Oh, I am. Awesome. Awesome. And I'm going to, no. Okay. So, so we are going to make a reverse canvas. If you're not familiar with a reverse canvas, what that is it's a sign that you take the stretch canvas off and, hey, Lisa. Hi, Janet. You take the stretch canvas off and you iron on a design or add a design with decoupage, and then you put it back together so it looks like it has a farmhouse frame. I'm going to use a sign from the Dollar Tree because I love it. This is really the easiest way, and the sign looks great from the back. So, meaning the frame is put together in a way that looks good. Come on, Speedy. Come on. There we go. Okay, Speedy's got to be everywhere all the time. So, and really that is one of the fun things about those signs from the Dollar Tree. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here. Okay, so now we're good. All right. I'm using Restream, which is a new program. Hopefully it works better than what we have. I see Elizabeth, Lisa, Janet. Awesome. So before we get started, though, I want to show you what's in the Joyful Crafting Club box. These ladies here, I know they know what's in it, but I do want to show you because I'm going to share my screen. Watch this. If this works the way that I think it will, it should go really smoothly. Here we go. Look at this. Okay. I'm going to show you the box and I'm going to show you the packet so that it all makes sense. Okay. So let's just look at the packet first because I already put that up. I'm like out of my element. I'm not at home. I kind of had to set, you should see the hodgepodge stuff. But every month with the Joyful Crafting Club box, it's a DIY crafting kit where you get everything you need to make a themed decor piece for your home. And generally tier trays. We do tier trays, and then we have a coordinating project. So there's two parts to it, and you can choose if you want the tier tray or you want the tier tray and the coordinating project. But every month you get what I call a project packet with it, and it gives you everything you need to complete it. What I found is that women, they want to craft, but they're not always sure what to craft, and they're not always sure what colors to choose and how to put everything together. So I take care of all of that because I show you how to do it. And this project packet, they get it emailed to them, and then it's also in the what do they call it? It's in the top of the box, and it also gets emailed to them, and it's in our private group. So they have lots of ways to access this. But the great thing about this is that it gives them a place, just everything they need. So you have a paint color and a supply list. It has access to the video tutorials. They have pictures, and then they have a digital version of the printable. And I'll show you that the printable comes in the box too. But like, for example, this was our supply list for September, the colors that we used on the tray, so they know exactly what colors to get. And a lot of these colors were from last month too, so they have two projects that coordinate. And then if someone can't find an exact color, we help out with that. These are the video tutorials, and there's a QR code for them to go watch those, which is so helpful. And then this was our finished tray for this month. So they get these pictures in this packet. They get full video tutorials where I walk them through exactly how I do it. And as a member of the JCC, you'll get a paint party too. So this was the finished complete set. How cute is this? A lot of fun to paint. And so the beads are in the box for this. And I show you how to make the bead garland. The embellishments are in the box. And then there's individual pictures of each sign just so they can get a close-up if they want to, because sometimes that's helpful to see it bigger. And then I'll show you the coordinating project. Here's the coordinating project. So this was the other piece of it. So if they want, they can get a coordinating project. So they have like a full display. And it is really a lot of fun because then they have a tiered tray. They have like a hanging sign or a shelf sitter. It all goes together and it all looks awesome. And then this is the digital version of our printables. So if they have an oopsie, they can print one, or if they want to make more than one, they've got all of this here. Okay. So that's our project packet. I'm going to come back and show you what's in the box and then we'll start crafting. We'll get to that fun stuff. But if you're interested and you're watching, and you're like, hey, this sounds like it would be fun. You can, let me figure out how to turn the screen share off. Here we go. Let me see. If you have questions, pop it in the comments because I would love to chat. And then, hold on, chat. Let me see. Oh, there's Margarita, Monique, Colleen. Hi, everybody. So let me show you what's in the box. This is the regular box. We're out of deluxe projects and I left, so I didn't have, we're out of town for the weekend. So I brought what I could, but this is the QR code you can scan to get this, right? To get the video tutorials when you get the box and that project packet. And then you get all the embellishments. So like this is the tray. It's all wrapped right here. Nice and neat for you. If you get the deluxe, you get a little extra sign. And if you get the deluxe plus, you get that nice big coordinating project in here. But this is our, what we call the regular box. And it creates a full tray. These are the embellishments and the bead garland. And I teach you how to make it. When I send something to make a bead garland, you get a tassel in there. You get, can you see the yarn needle? So that you can make it. I send the jute, the bead garland tag. And this month, the beads I found painted. Hi, Cinda. Gina says she loves this month's box. She can't wait to paint it. I know, it's so pretty and it's so classic, right? And then this is the, I send a yarn needle, so it's easy to put all of this together. When I can find painted beads that are beautiful, then I send them. Sometimes the painted beads are like just a little much, but look how pretty these are. So this all comes packaged for you. And then the video tutorials, I call them short video tutorials. And I call them short because I don't do the whole project in one video. I do it in parts to make it easy for them to find what they need. Because my goal is for you to be successful at the end, to have a finished tiered tray set. And you saw the picture of it before. If you missed the picture, like go hop back and after the live's over and see what it looks like when it's all done. But I walk you through exactly how I do that. And I do it in manageable steps and chunks so that you can follow right along. And then maybe you know how to paint it, but you're not really sure how to assemble, or you want a little support doing the bead garland, you can just skip right to that part and I make it really easy. That way you don't have to watch a 2-hour live where I'm painting live the whole tray. And that's your only opportunity to figure out how things go together, right? I want you to be successful. And that's why I do it that way. We also do a live paint party where they can bring their questions. They choose what I paint. And I paint it and we talk. And sometimes the ladies paint along with me. But it really gives them the opportunity to get in there. And there again, that 2-hour Facebook Live is not how I want people to have to finish these trays. We have a great community. We do a couple lives a month, and then I do lives on my Facebook page. But the teaching part I pre-record so that you guys can go and find exactly what you need when you need it. And then these are the printables for this month. Hey, Kim Carroll. And in here, we also have a box label. And this was something, I feel like I say this every month, but this is something I don't remember. I think it was Deanna asked for this, but I bought these great stickers and I make them every month because when you're done with your tray, right, everything can go back in this box. And your finished trays can go, or pieces can go back in this box, and then you can put the sticker on the side and you just pop it on a shelf, and then you already have a storage container for it, right? So it's awesome. We do have a couple extra regular trays this month. So if it's something you're like, hey, I love that tray, I want in, like, then make sure that you comment exclamation point. You know what? If you want in, send me a DM because that's going to take you to the priority wait list. But if you're like, hey, I would really love to have this box right now, make sure you send me a DM because we have a couple extra. So these were the 2 printables this month, and we're going to make a reverse canvas sign out of it. This one and this one. And so I make these printables, and I actually put a hard copy in the box, right? An old school hard copy. And then again, they get a digital copy in case they have an oopsie. So we will get to craft in here, but it is a fun group. We'd love to have you come join us. If it sounds like something you'd like to do, you got questions, shoot me a DM. The ladies are amazing. I'm going to add in my extra camera so you guys can see my hands. So I'm new to this program, but I'm loving it. Okay, ready? I think if I do this, there. Okay. So can you see my hands okay now? It is, again, I'm not at home. So I'm kind of like haphazard here, but I hope that this works. This is, we're at the lake this weekend. So this is a 4x6 reverse canvas sign from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to open it up. These are really fun. Again, like if you're in the Joyful Crafting Club this month, I sized these specifically for a 4x6 reverse canvas, but you can use this with any printable, this method with any printable. So I've got this, and I'm just going to cut between the staples and the edge here, okay? I'm going to cut between the staples and the edge. So how's everyone's weekend been going so far? We have had a great weekend. It's been really nice. It's been rainy, but the rain let up, and Joe and the boys are out fishing. Gabe has took a glass mason jar, a piece of string, and some bread, and he tied it around the top of the jar, and he's making a fish trap. Which I thought was so cute because he's going to go out there and put it in the lake and see if he can't trap him a fish. So, I'm just using a box knife, razor blade to do this. How's your weather, Elizabeth? Elizabeth's down in Florida, away from Helene, but she is down in Florida. We checked the weather in Orlando on the way here, and it looked like it was nice. Hi, Amy Hoadley. Kathy says, good weekend here in Kansas City. She's crafting and watching football. Ooh. How you doing, Amy H? Amy H is my friend from Wix Wax Candle. So I'm just opening this up. You want to make sure that you cut on the other side of the staple so you can pull this away, okay? So it's good to see you, Kathy. So here we go. I'm really good. I'm good. We have, so Amy, I'm using a new program. Most of you guys, I'm using something called Restream. I'm really loving it. If you want to know about it, I can talk to you about it later, but it is a fraction of the cost of the one we used to use, that I used to use. So Amy and I are biz buddies. Okay, so I'm just going to pull this off. If you have like extra, I like to get it off just because, it's rainy here and wet, but we're enjoying the change in weather. Oh, Deborah says she has complete flooding devastation in Southwest Virginia, but you have power, but most do not. Oh, girl. I wonder how, I saw Pam Laird pop up on Facebook and she didn't mention anything. I know she's also in Virginia. So are you okay? You have power. So are you guys flooded, or are you, is your immediate area okay? Like, is your house okay? It sounds like since you have power, your house is probably okay. I know it was like a huge storm, you know, huge, massive, massive storm. Y'all, I try to get some of this out. I know, and you kind of feel, I don't know, as a maker and like as a business person, you know, like I always kind of feel weird, like in the middle of something like that, going live crafting. But then at the same time, like I think that sometimes a good distraction is what you need for a little bit, you know. And I know I personally, when things are tricky for me, a good distraction is what I need. So, no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay, there we go. You're not flooded. You live on a high hill. Oh, they won't be the same for a long time. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. All right. I've got my frame. No, this one has little staples in the front, and I've not seen that before on a Dollar Tree frame. That's the first time I've seen them do that, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to use it and make it part of the aesthetic. It's hard to tell because the suppliers that they use are, you know, different all the time, and who makes them and where they get it from. But like, don't let that upset you, you know. Based on, that's how they're connecting the corners. Instead of just stapling in the back, they're stapling like in the front all the way through. And I'm looking at it and it looks like if I remove it, it's going to come apart and I'd have to glue it back together. So I'm just going to go right over it. And it's not going to be a thing. So I'm trying to make do because I just don't have my normal stuff. If I was at home, I might do like a, we'll see how this looks once I paint it. Juanita, yep. Juanita said she's had stains. Yours were for Michael's. I remember that very, very vividly. They were for Michael's. But, so if I was at home and I had, this is the first time I've ever seen a staple in the front on a Dollar Tree frame. If I was at home and I had access to like all of my craft stash, I would probably put beads on top, or I would take a piece of craft paper and decoupage something on top just to cover it up, like a brown piece of craft paper. So that's how I would handle that. But I don't think it's going to look, I don't think you're really going to, you might see it, but it's going to just look like part of the frame, part of the decor, right? And you guys always want to go back to when you're making something like this and it's from the Dollar Tree, like it is a great piece of decor for your home. But this is not like going to be a, how do you word this the right way so that we know that we're starting with a Dollar Tree product and we just want to be flexible and enjoy the process, right? And if it's not exactly the way we'd envisioned, like that's okay. But if I was at home, I would go ahead and glue, I think, wood beads around there and make it a beaded frame. For sure. Okay, Amy says she loves my green ring. I know, I do too. Gabe got me this for Mother's Day one year or something. He picked it out himself. I love it. I love natural stones though, like this bracelet from Cape Diablo. They're like my favorite. I want them in like every style. It's a wrap bracelet and it's got all of these cool beads and see the back. I love, 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 love. I love the stones. So, hey, Sandy B. So Juanita says her decor wax has become thick. No, my decor wax has never become thick ever in the life of anything, ever. I've never had that happen. And it lasts for a long, long time. I would try some, I don't have my baby wipes here either, as my hands get paint all over them. I want to get on the carpet. Joe would like. I mean, I've done it in my studio, like spilled stain all over the carpet. But if I did it here, I don't know if he would be so forgiving. Woo! Look, Amy, for real. For real. Juanita, I would try some paint thinner if it's too thick. This wood is staining really nicely, though. Like, look how nice that looks. I mean, it doesn't usually stain that nice when it's Dollar Tree. I'm trying not to dump this all over the floor. I would try some paint thinner before or some nail polish remover before I'd buy a new bottle, or some water. It's water-based, so I'd probably try the water first. Stir if needed. Apply a thin layer. Clean while wet with soap and water. I would add some water to it first and mix it up. That's what I'd try first. But I would just try like a couple drops. Okay, I did not bring any sandpaper. Like, you guys, really, what was I thinking? I'll tell you what I was thinking. I had 3 small children sitting in the car waiting for me because I was running behind, and they kept texting, Mom, when are we leaving? Mom, when are we leaving? Everything was packed up. I mean, this is my thought on it, Juanita. It's $2. And so, like, the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to add something to it. It's not going to work. And because if it doesn't work, you might need a new bottle anyway. But I would try water first, because I mix water with like my acrylic paints all the time, you know? Okay. So yay, Kim. Thank you for the sprinkles. We always love those. So look how nice this looks. It just stained really nicely, and it doesn't usually. I cannot believe I didn't bring my sandpaper. I have none. I would generally sand this, but I guess we're going rustic today, friends. We are going rustic. All right. So I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to move aside. You like my little water is probably going to be your best friend, though. You might, even if you don't want to put it into the whole bottle, put a little bit on a plate, add a little water, stir it around, see what happens. It should be fine. I know, like, my orange paint thickens up, my black paint thickens up. So if you have something that, has thickened up, the water usually fixes it. Okay. I know a lot of you guys that are here have seen me do this before, but I had some people ask, like, that are in the JCC, how do you make a reverse canvas? And I wanted to make sure that I got this out there. Now, this is dishwasher safe Mod Podge, and it came from the Dollar Tree. Okay. And I haven't used it yet. So I'm going to put it on here, but let me open it up. See, all week, I didn't realize how much I needed just some downtime. Like, we have just been hanging out and laying low, and it has been so nice. Yeah, but let's see. Okay. So this is just the Mod Podge. And I'm just going to squirt it right on here and spread it out. I don't have my, I have my glue gun only. I don't have my craft iron or my little dryer thing. So what is that called? The heat gun. The heat gun. Woo! I lost my words. I lost my words. Which one should we do? Should we do Harvest Blessings or Let Our Heart Be Full of Thanksgiving? Which one should we do? Number 1 for Let Our Hearts Be Full, and number 2 for Harvest Blessings. 1, if you want to make this one, type a 1. If you want to make this one, type a 2. If you don't care, type a 3. Okay, I'm just going to put a nice coat on here of this. And Juanita has no preference. She's like, whatever. Cinda says Harvest Blessings. Kim, oh, everybody's saying Harvest Blessings. Says Juanita. I'm trying to think what font this was, Juanita. that I used. I guess we're doing the harvest blessings. Okay. So I'm just going to cut around the edge first. And hey, Gina. How are you, girl? All right. This is not completely dry yet, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on. And then I'm going to attempt to make a little fake ironing board. I've never used the dishwasher safe Mod Podge, so I'm not sure. You survived, Helene. Remind me where you are, Gina. Are you in Florida? Are you in? It is not sticking. Oh, if this doesn't stick, it's not going to bode well for the Dollar Tree Mod Podge, is it? It's supposed to be glue. Water-based glue. Let's try again. Oh, you're in Crystal River, girl. Oh my gosh. I've been there. We've kayaked down the Crystal River, me and Joe and the kids. It is a gorgeous area. Oh my gosh. Are you guys, when you say you survived, is your house okay? Is the area okay? Gosh, it's such a beautiful area. The manatees come there. It's usually November, isn't it, Gina? I know we weren't there when the manatees were there, but I wanted to go back when they were. I'm just trying to dry this really quick. I didn't bring let me see if I can just push it on here and iron it down is what I'm going to try. Tell me what happened. Yeah, you know what? Okay, that stuck better. I needed a much thicker coat than normal. Okay, so you guys, for all of you guys who ask if you can use a regular iron, we're going to find out. It flooded badly. What about your house? Is your house okay? Sandy said your Kentucky home has got damage. Oh, girl. Okay, this is my makeshift iron. Don't laugh. You live further inland and up a hill. Okay. Your house is great. Okay, but the area around you, that's what Gina was saying. She's saying that her house was great. Not Gina. Deborah. Deborah said she's on a hill too and she wasn't flooded, but the area around her is devastated. Which, I'll tell you what, it is. It's a whooping. I also don't have, oh my gosh. I'm just going to, you know what? Let me grab a paper towel. Gina's in Crystal River, Florida, Sandy. Hold on just a second. I'm going to grab a paper towel, friends. Are you serious, Sandy? All the way up to Lexington. We're in Ohio, right? And we do have some, so I'm just putting a paper towel over this. This is very, usually I would use parchment paper, but like we're not home. I don't have parchment paper here. So, and I need that edge to stay on. So we're just going to We're just going to hack this and see if it works. I have no idea, you guys. Probably should not try this on a live, but I want it to stick on there, and I don't want it to stick to the box. How hot is my iron? Okay, I've got it on cotton now. It was not hot enough before. I'll just give this a good try. I mean, we're getting a lot of rain and it's wet, but we haven't had any in my area, Central Ohio. We've not had anything that I would call. Okay, guys, ready? I'm gonna really just stick to the. I'm not holding it down long. So Tampa, she's on the Gulf Coast because Crystal River is over on the Gulf Coast. And Marley, who's Marley? Okay, so that did work with the heat, guys, because my paper towel stuck to it. So this is stuck on here now, okay? And it worked with my regular iron. And now I'm just going to put some Ultramat on top of it. Let me move my little makeshift iron out of the way. I know, guys, I'm not at home. If people are watching this scrolling by, they're like, that she's going to be a crazy lady crafting like that. But this is what we got. You make do with what you have. Okay. Marley's playhouse was destroyed. Your pool blew into the pool. You're on the Gulf Coast. Marley's your granddaughter. Okay. Which part of the Gulf Coast are you in Florida? I'll tell you what. You know who else is down there? I need to check on her. Is Amelia's in Naples. Hey, Denise. Okay, so I'm just going to seal this. I know Denise Parks and I, the Crafty DIYer, had a big debate about sealing. I believe in sealing your paper crafting because if you touch it with dirty hands, it is going to show. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to iron it once again after it all dries because it's bubbling a little because I just didn't get it ironed that well. But I want it to dry all the way. Okay, so we're going to set this aside to dry for just a minute. I do not have my craft iron, so we're just kind of rolling with it. Or my, really, or any of the things. I do have a staple gun. So if you're here watching, we're making a reverse canvas, and I'm at the lake house, and I didn't bring everything I needed. Oh, Sandy, you're in Tampa. Girl, and your house is fine? But, oh, wow. Yeah, because Amelia's in Naples. And I know I talked to her Thursday. But, okay, so we're going to try and iron this again. So just pretend this is just my, like, makeshift iron, guys. A hairdryer. Oh, yeah, if I had a hairdryer, right? You know, I don't have the hairdryer right here. That would help. Okay, so I'm going to iron this again. You're inland about 45 minutes. Okay. My sister-in-law is on the Banana River. Well, the steam. We don't want the steam. And this is like crafting on the fly. This is not normally, but this is what we got. But so this is on here. And now we just need to attach it to our frame. It's on there as good as it's going to get. I will tell you, I'm not going to recommend that you use this Mod Podge for the iron-on method, or maybe any method altogether. I'm not sure if you just put this on top. It says while wet, place design. It does not work well with the iron-on method. at all. But we're going to roll with it because I think once I get it into my frame, it will be okay. Yeah, you know what? It's when we were in Texas, we had a bad storm. We had straight line winds, 90-mile-an-hour straight line winds, and we lost like trees and we lost all kinds of stuff. All right, friends. So this is where this is. We're just do not use the dishwasher safe for the iron-on method. All right, friends. So now I made my frame, and now I've got this. Lisa says she always forgets how to do this, but oh my gosh, it looks so cute. It really does look cute. So our next step is to just get this on here the way that we want it. Okay. And really, for not sanding it, it does not look bad, I have to say. I can't believe I'm saying that because you guys know I believe in sanding your stuff. I do have a spot right there that the stain is not taking, and I don't know if it's got glue on it. Gina Stearns, I did not even think about a hairdryer. We do have a hairdryer here. There we go. It's devastating because you feel this sense of security. You go about your everyday life and everything feels good and normal, and you feel like everything is just going along okay. And then all of a sudden, like everything changes in a heartbeat, and you lose that sense of like okayness. Do you know what I mean? You're like, wait, hold on. It wasn't as secure as I thought it was. And I think that that's one of the things that this kind of thing brings home to us is like, we need to just be grateful for every day. Oh, Kim says you have a cousin who was in Naples and they're fine. They said the storm was north of them. Oh, that's good to know, Kim. That's good to know. Okay, you ready? Denise says she's, yep, praying for everybody. Yes. Okay, so I'm flipping this over. Let me show you before I flip it. I've got it in there where I want it. Okay. Usually I'll use blue tape to tape the edges down, but I don't have any blue tape with me. So we're just going to hope that it didn't ooch when I flipped it over. I'm going to take my staple gun and find this edge. And I'm going to start in the middle. Okay, and just staple it down. I'm going to pull it tight, and I'm going to staple it down in the middle on the other edge. I have a good reason for starting in the edge because I want to smooth it across, right? And I don't, if I start on the side, I might move it. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Sometimes you'll hit one of those other staples when you do this, and you'll have to do it again. Okay, I'm going to bend this down. And you just want to pull this tight, okay? So we learned that the dishwasher safe is no good for the iron-on method. I do not know how it works for the other methods, but do not use it for the iron-on method because that was a struggle. All right, so now I've got this on here. See how cute it is? And I am going, it's straight, looking good. And now I just need to cut off this excess. So there's a couple ways you can do this. Gina says she loves it. Yeah. Sandy said you only had a few limbs down in Florida. Isn't that wild? I kind of folded this back, and I'm going to try and cut off as much as I can because I don't have my cutting mat. Usually I'll lay it down and I'll take a box knife and go in along the edge of those guys and pull those out. But I'm not going to do that now because okay. I don't usually go live on the weekends. Well, little unexpected treat that I'm by myself. So fold this down and cut it. I love to make these into hanging signs. If you guys have seen me do this before, I usually make them into hanging signs. It doesn't have to have a hanging sign, be a hanging sign, but it can be. So I'm going to fold this down. I'm going to add one more staple here in the middle. This is just a really easy way to make a super cute sign for your tier tray. And you can do it with bigger signs. You can do it with like a 4x8, or an 8x10. You can really do it with any printable that you can fit inside that frame, and you can get creative with it too. And you can use like a napkin, and like I just do the 4x6s or 5x5s when I do them in our Joyful Crafting Club box, because it's a simple, easy size. It's a simple extra project for them because they've already painted a whole tray. Who was it? I want to say Monique put hers in a frame. You can also frame them, you know. See how cute that is? Super cute. Let's see this right here. Let's see if I can cut it off with my box knife. But like this is really the extent of it. And then if you want to, you can, I'll show you how you can add this staple one in really close to the edge, but I want to get that piece of fabric off the top. Okay. I actually really like those staples in the front. It just makes it feel more rustic. Like I don't think that it's anything that takes away because they're placed really well. Yeah, Juanita just said she thinks the staples are cute that way. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. It looks really cute. If you want to, you can make a bow for this. Let me see. Do we want to make a bow? What do we have? Put a bow in the middle. We can do, we can hang it. I have a little like 4-inch or a little small sign stand that I use. I don't have it here, but let's see what we have. What did I grab from the scrap bin? See. So you would hang it with any piece of scrap fabric you have, or from, you know, and even just put that right on the back, and then it can be a little hanging sign, right? You could make a bow. I don't really think I even want to put a bow on it though. I like it like this. Let's see. What do you guys think? Bow or no bow? What do you guys think? Bow or no bow? Kim's asking what kind of staple gun I use. This is a vintage staple gun. It is my husband's grandmother's staple gun. She had a set of pink tools. My iron turned off. She had a set of pink tools that I got when she passed away. So it had like a staple gun and staples and like a hammer and, you know, handheld tools. So I kind of just like it without the I think it's just plain and simple. And I think like this is really enough. I don't know. What do you guys think? Juanita says no bow. So yeah, there is a powered staple gun. I know that my friend Julie uses that she loves, but this one does the job. I'm using 1/4-inch staples for this. You don't want anything bigger because 1/4-inch is gonna no bow. That's what I think. No bow. I don't think it needs a bow. I think I think too, when you think about the simplicity of our of our tray. Let me turn this camera off. There, when you think about the simplicity of our Thanksgiving tray, like this just is going to look great with it just sitting in there. Or if I wanted to hang it, I could glue this right on here on the back, right? And then just hang that just like that, right? It's super simple, guys. So it's all you need is a 4x6 canvas from the Dollar Tree. And I just used a core wax on the outside. We put the printable onto the canvas and then put it on the back, and bada bing, bada boom, we have a cute little sign. Juanita said you bought a small staple gun at Walmart that works well. It's a bit hard to squeeze sometimes. You know, this one I feel like is pretty easy to squeeze. I don't feel like it's that's why I keep it, because it just works so well, you know. But I know those electric ones work really well too. So this is what I got for you. This is how to make a reverse canvas. It will work with either one of these signs in our box this month. You could hang this one and make this one and put it on the tray. I mean, you can do any number of things with them. You can put this one in a frame because it has no border to it. This one has the wood border to it. So, but yeah, that's it. And if you're not in the Joyful Crafting Club and you're interested in finding more out about it, you can shoot me a DM or you can drop ! Joyful Crafting Club. We'd love to have you join us. It is so much fun. There's the best group of women out there. We have a great time. We have an absolute great time in there. And wait till you guys see next month's box. It is so stinking cute. It is so stinking cute. So that's all. Oh, Kim's going to check that one out. Yeah. I wish I had a great recommendation for you, but it's a vintage. It says like Lady Tools or something on the front. It comes in like a pink carrying case. It's so cute. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Thursday, we're going to be live crafting or styling the Halloween box. So Thursday at 2:30, I'm going to style that, and I'm going to try and sneak in one more time to paint one of the things in the new releases. So maybe the reversible sign, I don't know. But I'm excited to paint those and get those going too. So those should be arriving if they haven't already. So we got them out like Wednesday and Thursday. So thank you guys for hopping in and hanging with me. And before I go, I'm just going to say my thing. I'm Amy Green with Amy and Art Designs. I appreciate your time today in the middle of a Saturday, taking a little time to craft with me. Just want to remind you to make time for you, make time to craft, and y'all keep crafting and spreading joy in the world through the beautiful things you make, because the world needs your creativity. I love y'all, and I will see you back here next time.